ఐరిపెన్ డ్రమ్ లేదా ఐరిపెన్ డ్రమ్ లో అన్ని వేసి వచ్చాము నేను. So first you need to understand what is the meaning of SAP and why you have to learn SAP. Okay, for you to better understand what is called SAP, let us first talk the practical world, and then I'll bring you back onto SAP and teach you what is the full form of SAP. Okay, for example, Priyanka is a mobile phone in her hand, right? Mobile phone, if you see what using, she only uses this mobile phone for making calls and receiving calls. She has her Gmail mobile, can operate her Gmail. She can do banking transactions to that particular mobile. She can go and do Google Pay to that particular mobile. If you want to go and book movie tickets, you can just click on the apps, go for any of the movie booking apps, and you can go and book your tickets also, order food. Anything and everything today can be performed on a high-end mobile with the connection of internet, and you can place orders. Life is so simple, right? So we are talking about a mobile here. What is a mobile? A mobile is nothing but a product, correct? It is a product what you purchased, for example 20,000 or for 30,000, which you daily use for many purposes: receiving calls, sending calls, WhatsApp, bookings, bank transfer, so many other things you do with the help of that particular mobile. Now your mobile is also a product. Similarly, and we have all our personal information in that particular mobile. Similarly, when you talk about big time companies go and also use different applications and different products to run their business. For example, Reliance Industries. Reliance Industries is a very big enterprise or very big organization. It wants to go and monitor profit and loss and balance sheet and its business activities. They use applications and products. Okay, so your SAP is one such product. SAP stands for systems, applications, and products, or products in data processing. Here I've captured in here the first thing: systems, applications, products in data processing. Okay, application means, for example, in your mobile, if you want to book food, you go to food apps, right? If you want to book movie theaters, you go to movie booking apps, moving theater apps. What do we call apps? Apps is nothing but an application, correct? So your SAP is also one of the application. With the help of this application, you go and run and support big time business houses. Signal run. Big time business houses. Okay, now products in data processing. When you say data processing, product is nothing but take a mobile product. That also a product, and product is used for processing. What is data? Business data. For example, we have personal data in our mobile. Like that, companies have their business data. We have to manage that business data. We have to manage business. We have to process that business data. Clear? Okay, that's what we call SAP, systems, app, and products in data. So your SAP is also an ERP product. Okay, ERP product. ERP means enterprise resource and planning. Enterprise resource and planning. Now, what do we mean by enterprise? What do we mean by resource? What do we mean by planning? Let us understand that one by one. Okay. Now, if you don't follow me, you can just Fine, Priyanka, I'm back. The net got disconnected. I'm back. I'll share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Yes, no? Ping me, type. Can you see my screen? Yeah, perfect. Okay, now, ERP. ERP stands for Enterprise Resource and Planning. So what is planning? Any activity that you do in your daily life requires planning, correct? For example, I asked Priyanka just to go to market and get something. So you'll have a basic plan, right? Fine, I have to go to the market. I'll go on my bike, or I'll hire an auto rickshaw and go to the supermarket and get certain items what my dad has ordered. So any activity that we do in our real lifetime needs proper planning, or else what will happen that if you do not go for proper planning, you might miss something. So we do some proper planning. Similarly, when big companies run their daily businesses, they run their business in a planned way. Okay, all the activities done in the company are done as per proper planning. Now, what do you mean by resources? Resources means anything which the company invests some money, from which it will get some benefit in the future. That is called resources. Meaning any spend that is made by the company which will have a long-term use is called a resource. If you are working in a company, you are also a resource, because what do? You go and work in the company and do some earnings for the company and give back to the company. So you are also a resource. So that it talks about the resources of the company, the capital of the company, the money spent by the company for its future benefits. That is called resources. Now, what do you mean by enterprise? To understand an enterprise, first thing what you need to understand is you understand a small time business, any business for that matter. For example, your dad might be doing any business, or any business that you see in real lifetime. You can compare that with SAP, and you can see how the business will run on with the help of SAP. That is the beauty of this particular product. Why are we talking that? The reason here is because we are talking about enterprises. I'll write here enterprise. A small company. A company, what is a company? A company is a place where different departments come together and work together for the purpose of running business and to earn profit. Well, that is called a company, correct? Now, when companies little grow up, they become organizations. That means you have 10 or 20 branches. For example, Priyanka is having one branch in her hometown. She opened up 10 more branches. So you just become, you take the shape of an organization. Again, an organization means different departments are coming together, working together for earning profit and running the business. When organizations become very big, they become enterprises. Okay. So enterprises means very big business houses. For example, if you take the example of a Reliance company in India, Reliance is into everywhere. They sell vegetables, they sell clothes, they're into entertainment, they're into petroleum products, they're into real estate, they're into financing. So many businesses they have. That means the shape of that particular company called Reliance is very big. Such big companies are called enterprises. Okay. So here we are talking about SAP, which will be used in big time companies or big time enterprises. That is what it represents. ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. So your SAP is one of the ERP systems. Like we have many ERP systems in the market. For example, your Tally is a very nice ERP system. Okay. Your Oracle Finance, we have ERP systems. But we will learn only SAP. Why? Because SAP has many advantages as compared to other applications. Many advantages as compared to other ERP solutions. That is the reason we will concentrate and learn on SAP. And what are the advantages? That also I will teach you. Okay. Now that talks about ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Another terminology what you need to understand is ECC. What is ECC? ECC means Enterprise Central Component, or it is also called ERP Central Component. If you go down here in your material, if you go down here, ECC stands for ERP Central Component. We understood what is ERP. Now ERP Central Component, it talks about ERP Central Component. That is ECC. Okay, ERP Central Component. Now, what is a central component? Central component is normally a software terminology. Let us learn that little later. Okay, so ERP ECC stands for Enterprise Central Component. And you also have something called EHP7. I am going to teach you EHP7 and EHP8. Okay, EHP here stands for Enhancement Package. EHP stands for, I'm writing here, Enhancement Package. What is this enhancement package? What is the requirement of this enhancement package? For example, if you remember 5 or 6 years before, we were using WhatsApp. All of us were using WhatsApp. There was a message which was coming from WhatsApp, upgrade your version, right? There is a link which was sent. If you click on that link, the features of WhatsApp used to upgrade, right? So what did you get out of these upgrade features? What are the advantages of these upgrade features? If you upgrade, means what will happen? You will get new advantages or new features in there. For example, you can send 10 photos together. You can do so many other things. Those are the features which is coming up with the upgrade. Similarly, whatever new features have to be added to your product called SAP, it will be done with the help of something called enhancement package. Okay, so SAP will give you enhancement packages with the help of which you will increase the usage of your product, or you will increase the functionality of your particular product, SAP product. Clear? That is what it talks about, EHP7, enhancement packages, or EHP8. So I'm going to teach you EHP7 and EHP8 both. Now, R3, it talks about R3 tire structure. R3, what do you mean by R3? If you go back to your material, if you come down here, there are so many things given. You can go through them. Okay, now I'll go a little down, and R3 is here, explained in here. R3 means, R means real time. R here stands for real time. What is real time? That means once you save the data, the advantage of SAP is that the other person will be able to see it immediately. No time difference. Okay, if for example, Priyanka is sitting in Sambalpur and I am sitting in Bangalore. If I save the data in SAP, immediately you will be able to see that in fraction of seconds. You will be sitting at a different location, but you will be able to see it, whatever data I have stored. That is called real time. Everything happens in real time basis here. No time gap at all. The system is so fast. The product is so fast that everything happens real time here. That is one of the biggest advantages of SAP. Okay. Now, what do you mean by this R3? 3 here talks about the tire structure. That means one R3, if you go and see application, database, and presentation. One server, that means it. 3 talks about the servers or tire structure. 3 here means tire structure or servers. Okay. Now, one is called your application server. Other one is your database server. And other one is your presentation server. Okay. That means you have 3 servers, one for application, one for database, and one for presentation. What do you mean by application, database, presentation? Different terminologies, right? All are software terminologies. We need not have to worry. Okay, very easy to understand and remember. Let us try to understand and remember this. For example, think that I am asking Priyanka to click my photos and send 5 photos out of that. Okay, I'm telling Priyanka that, Priyanka, you have your mobile in your hand. Please pick up your mobile, click 10 or 20 photos of mine, send the best out of them, 5 or 6 photos. So what will Priyanka do? Priyanka will just pull her camera, click my snaps, and then she will select all these things and she'll send whatever is 5. Sir has asked me for 5 photos. She'll select the 5 photos and send it back to me. Correct? That is what we do normally. Go to our gallery, just select whatever photos we want, and then we can send it to sir. Such simple, right? We don't think much. But if you go and see a little deeper in there, there are so many activities happening. When you're clicking that photo is getting stored in your gallery. When you go to your gallery, open and display in front of you, it is something called presentation mode. You look all the photos, whichever are nice, whichever are not nice, you delete them, and whatever are good, you select them and send it to me. So 3 things are happening at the back end. One is an application is working. The data what you're clicking is getting stored in the database that is in your gallery. And from the gallery, you're reviewing that, displaying that, and looking whichever are good, and then sending the photos, selecting the photos. So that is called this 3-tier structure: application, database, and presentation. All these things happen at the back end. That is more of a software terminology. Clear? So that is called real time. R3. R here stands for real time. 3 stands for the tier structure and servers. That means you have three tier structure. Okay, that is application server, database server, and presentation server. Easy to understand, right? So this is what you are going to learn about this product, about this particular SAP product. Now the question is, why should I learn about this particular product? What will you get? What is the advantage? How are we going to get our jobs? How are we going to make our career? Is next important thing what we need to understand. Correct? For example, why is that we need to learn this product only? Why not other products? What is the logic behind that is what we will try to understand now. Okay, let us take an example of a business, any business, forget about SAP, all that. Let us take the example of a business, any business. For example, tell me some business. I'll call you a mobile. Okay, I'll just speak on phone. Jia, Subuchito, ମୁଁ ଯୋଉଟା କହୁଛି Subuchito. ହଁ, and ବୁଝା ହଉଛି ତ? ହଁ, okay, fine. ଏବେ ମୁଁ actually mute କରୁଛି, ମୁଁ actually mute କରିକି ନା, ହଁ, fine. ମୁଁ actually जो business ପଚାରୁଛି, ଗୋଟେ business କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଝିଅ, any business that you know. Now I taught you about this particular product, SAP. Okay, fine. I am telling about this product. With the help of this product, what are you going to do? Mute mute कला पर stop sharing. I'll mute myself.